sa kanya mismo ay komportable naman yung kinilalagyan niya. Yun nga, maganda ang trato sa kanya. Ako naman, ang obserbasyon ko kay Senator De Lima, she's in high spirits, ano? At alam nyo, iba yung kahanga-hanga yung tapang na ipinakita ni Senator De Lima. Dahil alam nyo, iba, hindi hinaharap yung mga ganyan, ano? Kami, nung kami nakulong, talagang ginawa namin, ano? Yung aming pagkakasala at kaya tanggap namin yung pagkakulong. Pero ito, si Senator De Lima, wala man siyang kasalanan, wala man ginawa, ano? Pero talagang pinag-initan lang.
Kumusta sir yung kwarto niya? Anong itsura?
Hindi ko nakita yung kwarto niya mismo, pero doon kami doon sa adjacent na meeting room. So, ano naman, nakita natin may mga maganda naman yung security sa kanya, hindi siya mapipiligro yung buhay niya dyan, may monitoring na...
Sir, yung OSAA kasama niya sa
Hindi.
kwarto. Nasaan po yung OSAA, sir, na magbabantay?
Wala akong nakitang OSAA doon.
Sir, yung mga foam tsaka yung cooler, galing po sa inyo yun, sir? Yung
Hindi.
pinasok?
Hindi. Binili ng staff niya na yan.
Any request from Senator De Lima?
Wala naman. Sinabi lang niya na, ayun nga, na she's in high spirits at hindi natitinag yung kanyang convictions na ipagpatuloy yung laban. So sabi ko, ina-assure ko naman sa kanya na lalong lumalakas yung voices of dissent. Na ito sana yung ayaw nilang mangyari, ano? Kaya nga nila ginawa itong illegal arrest na ito, itong political persecution na ito para matakot yung mga kalaban ng administrasyon. Pero kabaliktaran yung nangyari kasi nararamdaman mo na mas marami ang nag-voice out ngayon, mas lumalabas yung galit at simpatsya.
Sir, kayo daw ang susunod.
Sa akin, plano nga nila ako unahin eh. Di ba? Pero sige, bring it on. Do your worst dahil hahabulin ko to si President Duterte. The moment mawala na siya sa poder ng kapangyarihan, ipapakulong kita, hahabulin kita.
Sir, may bilin ba sa inyo si Senator De Lima? Mayroong pag-request sa inyo? May pinapagawa sa inyo?
Wala naman. Na yun nga, pinapahatid lang yung message na tuloy pa rin ang kanyang pakikipaglaban para sa kanyang mga advocacies at hindi nagtatapos ito sa kanyang pagpapakulong.
Sir, for tonight, anong plano niyang gawin?
Magpapahinga lang, nakita ko na medyo ano siya, hindi siya gano'ng nakapahinga the past 24 hours. So I believe she's looking forward to having a good night's sleep.
So medyo hindi maganda yung health condition niya.
Kanina sa mataas ang BP daw. Mukhang nakarelax na siya. Mukhang nakarelax na siya.
How about sir over the weekend? Anong plan doon niyang gawin?
Palagay ko yung mga pamilya niya bibisitahin siya, no? That's what they normally do. Pero ang sa akin, magandang ito, yung ipinakita niya will inspire millions of Filipinos. Imbis na matinag ay buhay ang laban.
So, nagbigay ba kayo suggestions sa kanya how to deal with this situation?
Hindi na siguro, no? Kasi sinabi naman niya na sanay siya sa Spartan living, pinalaki siya ng hindi naman maraming buhay. So sabi niya, she can take it, she can have it.
Sir, bukod sa inyo, na nandun sa loob kanina, may iba ba siyang kasama dun sa loob? Nadadatnan niyo?
Yung mga security na ng PNP, mga female police officers. So, well, yun na nga, no? Sabi ko nga kanina, I am motivated more than ever. Talagang mas ginaganahan ako na expose itong tunay na pagkatao ni President Duterte na siya ay isang mandarambong at mamamatay tao. So, hindi ako titigil hanggang sa mamulat yung ating sambayan ng Pilipino. At talagang pananagutin natin siya. Hahabulin at hahabulin ko siya rito, hindi ko siya titigilan.
Sir, will you be attending the EDSA commemoration tomorrow?
Will
Will you be attending yung
Yes,
EDSA?
yes. Yung grupo namin will be attending as well.
Sir, paano daw siya magpapatuloy as senator, si Senator De Lima? May payo ka ba sa kanya kasi napunta ka rin sa situation na gano'n?
Ang pwede lang gawin ang isang senador habang nakadetine is yung pagpa-file ng resolutions and bills. At the same time, pwede rin siya mag-issue ng mga press statements to give her stand on certain issues. Pero hindi siya pwedeng bumoto at di siya pwede mag-interpolate sa iba't ibang mga bills. Pero pwede rin, nung panahon ni President Aquino, nakapagkandak ako ng committee hearing sa loob ng kulungan. Pero I doubt it kung papayagan siya ni President Duterte.
Sir, sa security, hindi talaga kayo nangangamba kasi di ba October may napatay ka ng kuryente.
Nakausap naman natin yung mga, kasi yung mga nakadetain, yung mga security dyan, yung mga custodians dyan, mga dati ko na rin mga bantay noon. Ano? So inalagaan din naman kami noon. Sabi ko sa kanila, tuloy nyo lang yung pag-alaga sa kanila dahil trabaho niya yan to make sure na ligtas sila sa peligro. So hindi rin naman nila papayagan yon dahil sila rin mananagot.
Sir, sorry, ilang guards yung kasama niya ngayon sa loob?
Marami.
5? 10?
Hindi. Siguro sinamahan lang ako ni iba, pero may mga
Yung close
naka-steady
in sa kanya, yung steady ilan?
may mga 4 siguro. Mga babae.
All babae. Oh.
May chance daw po ba magkita-kita sila na Senator Jinggoy?
Palagay ko wala. Iba eh. Separate yun.
So, sinesend yung arrest po.
Ang gusto nilang mangyari dito is magkaroon ng chilling effect. Meaning matakot yung mga kritiko ng administrasyon, yung mga oposisyon. Pero sabi ko hindi ganun yung nangyari. No? On my part, hindi. Opposite yung nangyari. Lalo kong gaganahan dito eh. Doon naman sa ordinaryong tao, napansin ko lalong lumalakas yung boses at dumadaming kumukontra sa kanya.
Sir, anything Senate?
makapagpasok ng gadgets, laptop, cellphone?
Wala. Bawal.
Sir, anything particular about your Senate work na napag-usapan niyo kanina ni Senator?
Senate work?
Opo, tungkol sa mga trabaho niya sa Senado.
Wala naman. Ngayon kasi ang inaantabayanan natin yung hearing sa Thursday kay Arthur Las Cañas. So palagay ko, dyan sila kinakabahan talaga eh. Nangangatog ng mga tuhod nitong mga ito sa hearing na gagawin sa Thursday.
So, ano i-expect natin sa hearing sa Wednesday?
Talagang malalaman ng mga kababayan natin kung anong klaseng tao, kung anong klaseng monster itong si President Rodrigo Duterte. Ngayon, pagkatapos nun, desisyon na lang nila kung ano gusto nilang mangyari.
So, yung Senate work, is it possible to do it even without gadgets, laptops, and phones?
Dinadala ng staff yung mga bills and resolutions for approval, then pipirmahan pwede yun. Magawa namin. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm Congressman Umali. Final words from you first, sir.
Well, now we are at the stage where case had already been filed, and so there is nothing unusual in that the court had already issued a warrant. Even in other cases, the court can very well rely on the findings of the investigating prosecutor, including that of probable cause. So I guess that is what happened here. The judge relied on the recommendation of the prosecutor and the prosecution, and so a warrant of arrest had been issued.
Senator Trillanes?
Yes.
Okay. You went to the custodial center to visit Senator De Lima, correct, sir?
Yes, I visited her this afternoon.
Yeah. Can you tell us what you saw inside, what she said, what you observed?
Based on what I saw, I believe she would be in good hands. Her cell seemed clean enough, and they have security there. Female PNP officers were assigned just outside her detention cell. Then there are CCTV cameras, so I believe she would be safe there. And even according to Senator De Lima, she feels safe and she has been treated well so far by the custodial officers.
Was she allowed to keep her cell phone and any other gadgets?
No. We're not allowed to have those gadgets inside the detention facility. But I observed that she's in very high spirits, although she admitted that she's a bit tired because of the long day that she has been through. But she's very optimistic about what lies ahead, and that she would be vindicated soon enough. And as I mentioned, this thing will not end here. And in fact, because of this display of misuse and abuse of power, a lot of sympathies would be gained by Senator De Lima, and there would be more voices of dissent in the coming days. And on my part, I am motivated than ever in pursuing the exposés against President Duterte, because at some point, the people will have to realize that we have a president who is not only a plunderer, but a mass murderer as well.
Can
So
you give
until
us-
then, yeah.
Senator Trillanes, we have like 10 seconds. Give us a clue, one clue about what you're going to reveal next week when you say President is a mass murderer and a plunderer.
The plunderer aspect is regarding the 2 billion peso bank deposits that he has, and hopefully some agencies would be able to get the authenticated documents from them. Then
You mean the bank
on the other-
statements? Sir, you mean the bank statements showing
They're not-
transactions? Because what you showed last time were just summaries, no?
They are not. I never mentioned that they are bank statements.
Yes.
But they came from an agency of government who has that. Okay.
Okay.
And at the same time, as for the mass murderer component, Arthur Las Cañas will reveal in detail all the explicit instructions
All right.
of President Duterte to kill civilians,
All right.
innocent people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salamat po. Thank you very much,
Salamat.
Senator Trillanes. And also, thank you, Congressman Umali. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Netizens are also